Hey everybody, Tom Tezak with Wailea Realty, Windermere Real Estate, and I just wanted to give you a little market update. What the heck's going on? What does a pandemic do to the Maui real estate market all across the country for that matter?
Aloha, this is Tom Tezak with the Lifestyle Maui team, and today I would love to share our latest Maui market update.
Well, it's been unbelievable. Nobody really expected how everything was going to turn out. You know, early on in the pandemic, I sold some real estate. I started to pack my money away. I wanted to get prepared because I thought our world would be just upside down and sideways. Well, it is, but it's in a far different way than I ever imagined. So the Maui real estate market, like all real estate markets all over the country, has truly taken on a life of its own. And I just wanted to point out some of the statistics of what's happened in the Maui real estate market that's been a phenomenon, unexpected, but how crazy it's been. So as of last month, in the month of February 2021, we had 634 pending sales, which is probably one of the biggest numbers we've ever seen in Maui. The more important part about that is the median sales price went from a year ago of $785,000 up to $980,000. Again, a number we have never seen before. That's nearly $1 million. Really great on one hand and really sad on the other hand, the way it impacts affordability in Maui and affordability across the country. And I think part of that is the lack of inventory that's available. People are hunkering down, not selling. People are wanting to move places where they want to be. People are given the opportunity right now to say, where do I want to work from? Because I can work from anywhere. And I don't want to be here, wherever here might be. What we're finding is a lot of people do want to be here in Maui to work remotely with their jobs on the West Coast. And it's become much easier for them to do that. So that's what I believe is driving our Maui economy and our Maui marketplace. You know, it was October when we opened up the island. Things started to amp up, and then the market really fired up coming December, January, February, and March. And now we are at nearly zero inventory under $1 million. Over $1 million, there's hardly any inventory as well. So what does that all mean? In the residential market, it's a tough place to be a buyer. And as a seller, there's created opportunities, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. The condo market's been a little bit unique and different though. So we have two different types of condominiums. We have resort, vacation rental, Airbnb style condos. And then the other kind of condos we have would be what we would call residential condos. Those are the condos that you can only rent, you have to rent for a minimum of 6 months, or they're where people tend to live and occupy as full-time homes. So not very many places will you see the statistics break those markets down. Recently I saw some statistics and they said housing market for homes is up, but the condo market is down. Well, what they didn't say is the residential condo market is crazy and the vacation rental market has been a bit soft, but that's changing as well. And I'll share some statistics with you about that. So when you're looking at the vacation rental market in condos, about 6-7 weeks ago, I've been monitoring this for months and months, telling my clients and my watchers what's happening. And about 6 or 7 weeks ago, we were looking at the condominium market for vacation rentals was right at about 220 available units in South Maui. I use that because that's the market I work in most, but that's the market that I've keyed on. So there were about 220 available condos in the South Maui market for vacation rentals. And there were about 38 to 40 pending sales in that market. Well, if you fast forward about 6 weeks, we have changed dramatically. 4 weeks ago, I did the numbers and we were down under 200 available units and still around 40, 45 pending. But my goodness, has it changed. In the last week, it has gone crazy in the resort condo market. And currently we have 125 active. That's down from over 200 6 weeks ago to 125 active. And our pendings went from about 40 up to 122 as of this morning. And it's March 10th today, with 40 pending sales. So what does that mean right now? So the market was slow. We were seeing about 40 sales as was happening. But what will happen in the next 30 days is our pending is going to our closed sales are going to skyrocket. It's going to dramatically change the appearance of our statistics, and we're going to see that the condo market is going to elevate. But I'm telling you this first because this is what we're seeing happening here and now, right now, with what's selling, what's going pending. And I think it's so important to know that. The residential condo market has been steady the same way for the last several months. Currently, we have 35 active, 83 pending, and 33 sold. So that really shows us that we're about a month's supply of active in the residential condo. We're less than a month's supply in the home market. And now just within the last 2 weeks, we've gone to only a month's supply thereabouts in the vacation rental market. So what does all that mean to you? Well, if you're a buyer, what that means is be prepared to step up. If you say, I want to be in Maui, I love Maui, like I do, and I've been here for 20 years, it's the most amazing place in the world to be. It's one of the safest places in the world with the pandemic. And so we have a lot of people coming to be here, to live here, to work here. And so the dynamics are changing. But if you're a buyer, you need to first be prepared to step up. Secondly, you want to make sure that you're working with an agent that knows how to go into a multiple offer situation and how to work in your best interest. A couple of things to keep in mind. Cash is king. If you can be a cash buyer, great. If you say, well, I can't be a cash buyer, but I know financing isn't a problem, well, another option would be write your offer cash with the right to finance. Now, it's a little riskier, and you want to make sure that you're ready to go and your financing is going to come through. But that's another alternative so that you can present your contract in the best light. And people being the sellers, will look at your contract more favorably. The other thing, it's not always about money. Sometimes sellers need other things. They want to close quick. They want 3 months to close. They want to keep their furniture. They want you to buy their furniture. There's so many different things that can affect the way a seller looks at a contract and have it shine favorably onto your offer as opposed to your competitor's competing offer. So how do you do that? Make sure your agent is asking the selling agent what's important. What do they want? Besides price, how can I make this offer more attractive without compromising your safety in the contract? And sometimes people will take risks and waive conditions. I don't always encourage that, but that's going to be your call. But those are the things that are going to make a difference when you're a buyer. Okay, now you're a seller. What does it mean to you? If you own real estate in Maui or anywhere in the country for that matter at this time, how do you maximize your return? How do you get the most money? But how do you also get your property sold? You know, there's an old saying, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. And there's a lot of value to that. You know, what I encourage you is find an agent that has experience, that's been in multiple offer situations, that knows how to help you get the highest price without missing opportunity. You know, how long will this market last? You know, that's one of the questions that I keep getting asked from sellers. I don't know. I was polishing my crystal ball last night. I dropped it and it broke, so I have no concept or idea. I talked to my cohorts across the country. The market is still happening. It's still on fire everywhere, and we're not seeing any signs of slowing down. The interest rates are still super low, so it's a great opportunity for buyers to buy and save a lot of money in the long run on the purchase. So sorry I don't have that answer, but what I will tell you is if you're thinking about selling, now is a good time. Inventory is at a historic low, and buyers are at a historic high, and they're prepared to step up and buy your property and give you the reward that the rewards that you're looking for as home ownership or investment property ownership. If you have any questions or you want more details or you want to talk about your property specifically, please give me a call. Again, I'm Tom Tezak with Wailea Realty, Windermere Real Estate. I would love to have a confidential conversation about you, your property, your plan, and how the future will impact you depending on what you do. It's not right for everybody to sell their home, and it's not right for everybody right now to buy a home. But if it's something you're considering, please give me the opportunity to talk to you about that. I would love to be your guide on Maui real estate. I've helped over 700 families with their Maui transactions, and I would love to help you. So just give me a call, 808-280-2055. And if you like what information I'm bringing to you, if you enjoy my videos, I would so much appreciate it if you would click on the button somewhere around here and it says subscribe, so that every time we release a new video, you'll be notified. Click on the bell and you'll for sure be notified every time a new video comes out. I just, again, want to be your Maui resource. Tom Tezak, have an amazing day. Live life with aloha no matter where you live.